Hello, everybody, and welcome here tonight to Irwindale Speedway for the Thunderstruck Super Series Original Rebels Racing League 125 here in the Wednesday Modified Series. My name is Zach Wetstein, brought to you here from Rebels Racing Network tonight as we get ready for 125 laps here at the outer part of Irwindale Speedway as we get you your race information here. Half-mile racetrack, and, well, this race was meant to be in the nighttime, and instead they accidentally made it to daytime. So this track's going to be a lot hotter than these drivers are used to seeing on a weekly basis, as it is 101 degrees right now. And I think we'll see that go down as the race goes on, because that was at 111 earlier. So we'll see if that goes up or goes down, but getting later into the afternoon, so keep an eye on the track temperature as we go. Ready to, again, go 125 laps here tonight around this half-mile racetrack. And speaking of, we'll go ahead and show you your tour type modified schedule. See Irwindale tonight, Martinsville Speedway next week. We'll kick off the about, I think, 5-week stretch of their NASCAR tracks that are being raced at now, or former NASCAR racetracks: Martinsville, North Wilkesboro, Iowa, Bristol, and Richmond. And we'll head to Bullring and Five Flag Speedway to round out the season. Still a little while away until we get to there. Field in this series is capped at 20 cars for the races, top 15 in qualifying advance. Remaining 5 spots are determined by a B main. All races are an open setup, one faster pair, no extra sets of tires, and that is going to be the important thing here tonight. Drivers are used to running at the nighttime racetracks, and so no extra sets of tires, and racing in the daytime in the sunlight with that track being hot, those tires are going to wear out quick, and they're not going to have any replacements. So they got to be extra careful on the tires here tonight as they begin this race. I think we're going to see a lot more patience than maybe we usually do. Tonight, only 14 drivers in the session, so no B main as everybody starts to grid up. Oh, wait, no, it's warm-up. Never mind. I'm wrong. They are doing their warm-up now. If you are interested in modified racing or even super late model, which we have on Thursday nights, make sure to look up Thunderstruck Super Series on iRacing. Submit an application, and we'll make sure to get you in and get you into the Discord and get you out here on track. Plenty of weeks of racing left in the schedule, so plenty of opportunities for you guys to hop in and race in the either Tour Modified Series or the Super Late Model Series. We are getting closer to halfway into the season. But yeah, just to reiterate, that tire issue with no extra sets of tires, I'm really looking forward to seeing what drivers are going to hang back and what drivers are still going to attack and try to lead this race. It's nice to be out front, but definitely going to want to preserve those tires a little bit extra than you usually do. So be interesting to see if anybody maybe starts in the back of the field that we'll see towards the front at the end of the race if they save their tires enough. Maybe see if we just have a consistent enough driver to take the lead, run hard, and still have enough tire at the end of the race. Plenty of drivers can do that in this league. So I think it's going to be a really, really good race here tonight. This track, not always the easiest racetrack. Guys are finishing up warm-ups. Get that off of your screen there. We will jump into grid. First of all, give our sponsors of the series a shout out. We got Magic Mike Motorsports. You got Hitman Motorsports and Mesa Motorsports, all sponsoring the Thunderstruck Super Series, not just tonight, but also the Super Late Model Series. So shout out to all of those guys' teams for sponsoring the series, and bring you your race grid here Austin McCurdy grabbing the pole spot here tonight with a 17.258. William Griffith starting this one in second. Thomas Capuano in third with Josh Oswald qualifying fourth. P5 tonight goes to Sam Wetstein with Joaquin Meza starting in sixth. Garrett Kinder in seventh with Judd Bassett starting this one in eighth. P9 goes to Tyler Rice with Charlie Gates rounding out the top 10 here tonight. Philip Manzo in 11th with Cody Bame in 12th. P13 goes to Mike Uribe with Frank Barbary going to round out the field here tonight. 3 drivers at the end of the field not putting a lap down, qualifying. As these drivers are off and rolling, ready to go racing here on this slick racetrack during the daytime. One of the only times they're going to see daytime racing. And, well, it wasn't on purpose. It was a mistake, but gotta deal with things that get thrown your way sometimes. And so these drivers throwing a curveball here, they're going to have to adapt. And, well, they had a whole practice session in the daytime, so that should help them towards hopefully a clean race here. See, that track is dirty. I mean, they are kicking up dust off of those back tires. That pace car rolls off, and those drivers are going to await that iRacing green flag, or maybe I'm a little confused what they were doing. That's going to bunch up the field. The green flag is out. I'm not sure if William Griffith remembered that the iRacing green flag is what kicks him off here. Is close battling side by side early on. Andrew McCurdy clear for the lead, still battling behind him. It's Joaquin Meza, Garrett Kinder battling Chud Bassett behind him in the 04. There's Joaquin Meza, Garrett Kinder in the 76. And there you see everybody single filed out now. Austin McCurdy in the lead with William Griffith 0.7 seconds behind him in second. Now 3 laps in, and they're going to start ticking off laps quickly here. It's Cody Bame. Looks like he was going to be side by side, but now clear, and you see that high line is where you're going to see these drivers all night long. Unless they're trying to make a pass, then you'll see them move to that inside, but it's going to be tough. This racetrack, a very awkward racetrack when you're side by side with somebody. Austin McCurdy has set sail, but here comes Thomas Capuano for second. Tries to slide up in front of William Griffith, not going to work. He's able to slide back into that third position ahead of Josh Oswald. Oh, in the wall and ahead of him, William Griffith. Oh, and he again tries to slide up in front of him, not going to work. And now Josh Oswald moves to the bottom to try to make a pass for that third position, but you just see, I mean, nobody's able to make that inside work up front. Eight laps in now, and Austin McCurdy 1.3 seconds back, or up on William Griffith, sorry. As everyone filed in behind him, and they are racing back here. That's Cody Bame on the inside. He is slowed up on the inside trying to make a pass. And, I mean, you just see you don't get that great of a run in, so you can't slide up in front of somebody. It's just, it is tough going there on the racetrack right now trying to make a pass. Someone's really got to slip up in front of you for you to make a pass, at least right now. Track temp has dropped from 101 to 99, so yeah, we're going to start seeing that track temperature, maybe not drastically, but fall throughout this race. And we have one long line behind William Griffith, and this is what this kind of racetrack can do. When it's really hard to pass, you can really bunch up a bunch of drivers. And I mean, you see this is a line of 7 cars at least. While they're doing that, let's go a little bit of an onboard here with our race leader. Oh, I think he blinked out. There he is. Austin McCurdy here in the 40. These drivers really settling in now, and we're going to see what's going on here in the cockpit of the 40. Nobody in his mirror that you can see. Maybe a little bit of maybe a tire in his mirror, but he is 2 seconds ahead of William Griffith right now and sitting comfortably. And he's now in a situation where he can try to preserve those tires while also leading the race. So he's not back there racing like all these other drivers are behind him. So he can really take care of his stuff right now to set himself up for later in the race. He continues to lead laps, and while these drivers are back here, every time they try to pass each other, they're going to hurt those tires more and more. So advantage goes to Austin McCurdy, at least this early in the race. Almost a little bit of a contact between Thomas Capuano and William Griffith as Thomas is getting desperate. He wants that spot, even if it comes to a little bit of contact, and he's just not able to clear. This place is tough. He's really trying, but he's got to be careful, because if he doesn't make the pass, right behind him, Josh Oswald, he's going to fill that hole for third. And, oh, a little bit of contact from Thomas Capuano into William Griffith, into the wall. And William Griffith not going to be too happy about that, as Thomas Capuano makes contact to make the pass. So, and that's going to hurt William. He's going to fall all the way back to 5th, and now he's got to hold on and try to hold on to 5th over Joaquin Meza. He does. And now more racing going on for the second position. Here's Josh Oswald and Thomas Capuano, who, made contact to make that pass. So if he gets a little bit of a bump from Josh, I mean, I think Josh knows now. He's like, hey, you did it to somebody else. If I do it to you and don't wreck you, you can't be too upset. So we're going to see how Josh Oswald attacks this. He gets tight. He's going to have to fall back into 3rd for now. A lot of racing going on back here. Cody Baim still trying to make his way through the field. This is the one race, it seems like, on the schedule out of all the racetracks you do not want to start in the back. It is just tough sledding right now for anybody trying to make a pass. Is Garrett Kinder in 7th, Cody Baim in 8th, and Cody Baim is our biggest mover so far. He started in 12th, so he has made some passes here early on. And now William Griffith leading this group from 5th on back. Who's in 2nd and kind of had a line behind him. Now he has a line behind him as Garrett Kinder, a strong move to the outside of Joaquin Meza. We haven't really seen anyone be able to actually make a pass on the outside when they were originally behind a person. So a really strong move there from Garrett Kinder. And Cody Baim going down to the apron to try to make a pass there. But even going down that far, not going to work. A lot of great racing here early on, and have not had a lack of racing, competitive racing anyways. A lot of drivers racing for position early on, and, well, even with this battle going on for 2nd between Thomas Capuano and Josh Oswald, Austin McCurdy still only 2.3 seconds out. That gap hasn't really built up to much more. But, again, he's probably just taking it easy at this point. 40 machine looking really strong here early on. He leads with Thomas Capuano in second, Josh Oswald third, Sam Wetstein fourth, and Garrett Kinder up into fifth. That is your top five, and well, you can see the rest of the top 10 behind him. William Griffith and a group of cars behind him. Well, Cody Bame right behind Joaquin Meza. Joaquin Meza is leaving that outside line open in the corner. He runs more of the middle line, except that time around he checks up. A little bit of contact between the two. And more contact. Cody Bame spins into the tire barrier, and he's upside down. He's going to have to tow, and caution is out. First one of the night. Contact between Joaquin Meza and Cody Bame. It's up with Cody Bame on his roof. Go back a little bit. Happen here. Oh, Joaquin Meza comes down, and maybe Cody Bame went up a little bit, but Joaquin Meza comes down. Contact between the two, and Cody Bame gets the worst end of the stick there. He is on his roof now down pit road. First caution comes out here tonight on lap 33. So a great start to the race, but now we get our first restart of the race, and that's not what Austin McCurdy wanted to see, because he had a nice gap of over 2 seconds, and he was able to just ride, save those tires, and still lead laps. And now he's going to have to at least fend off drivers like Thomas Capuano and Josh Oswald behind him on this restart to try to build that gap again. So let's revisit real quick the race weather, as Cody Bame looks like he's about to roll out of pit road. There he goes. Track temperature now down to 96 degrees, so about 5 degrees difference since qualifying and warm up. As you see, 4 o'clock is the time of day in sim. We get further away from that 12 to 1 o'clock time frame. That temperature definitely going to continue to drop, as it has been for the last 10 to 15 minutes. These drivers get 2 by 2 here and get ready to go back racing as the pace car's off. So it is up to Austin McCurdy when he wants to go. And he is off the green flag, back out, and he catches the rest of the field off guard because he got a magnificent jump, and Josh Oswald now up to second. Thomas Capuano definitely did not get a good jump, falls back to third. That is important because now Josh Oswald up to second, where he was stuck in third behind Thomas Capuano before that caution came out. So a caution comes out, and he gets a good jump, and all of a sudden he's up to second as this race continues to move on. Garrett Kinder and Sam Wetstein side by side for the 4th position. And Garrett Kinder loses that battle, but falls in front of Griffith in 5th. So William Griffith still trying to battle back after some contact between him and Thomas Capuano about 20 or 30 laps ago that caused him to fall back to 6th. Ooh, driver maybe in the wall a little bit, but so rolling Chud Bassett in the wall. Got to be careful. Tyler Rice right behind him. And Austin McCurdy has some competition for the lead now. Josh Oswald up to the back bumper of that 40 machine, but what is he going to do now that he's there? Still 82 laps left in this race, so we're not going to see a bump and run from Josh, at least right now. And it's really hard to make a bump and run at a track like this anyways, so I'm interested to see if anyone can make a move happen like that. And man, Austin McCurdy did not leave Josh any room down there on the bottom. He kind of pinched him a little bit. Dangerous for both drivers there. But Austin McCurdy holds on to the lead, but Josh Oswald not going to let him go. He is still on the back bumper. Josh Oswald definitely not thinking about his tires right now. He's just thinking about taking the lead away. And how is he going to do it? Because, I mean, at a track like this where the outside line is the preferred line, if you can just not slip up, you can make it really tough on that outside line for the person behind you. So as long as Austin McCurdy doesn't slip up, I think he'll be able to hold on to the lead for a good while. Thomas Capuano now sitting in 3rd, a good bit away from Sam Wetstein in 4th. As, man, they continue to race back here in the wall. Man, I couldn't tell who that was. It was Tyler Rice in the wall a little bit. And there's Cody Boehm, multiple laps down right now, sitting in 12th. Judd Bassett there trying to look to the outside of Joaquin Meza, but not able to do so around turn 1 and 2. Go back up to 3rd here. Sam Wetstein up to the back bumper of Thomas Capuano. He looks to try to take away the 3rd position as they continue to battle close for the lead. Across the line, 72 laps to go. So still a long way to go left in this race for Josh Oswald to try to make a move on Austin McCurdy. He's just got to be patient here. Over the next 50 laps or so, give Austin McCurdy a chance to slip up and then take advantage of it. And if it comes to it, then you got to race hard later to try to take that spot away. But don't want to battle too early on and waste those tires. And then, you know, if you don't end up getting that lead, then you wasted your tires and you still sit in 2nd. So see how he attacks it to the inside. But really just taking a peek, not really diving to the inside like we've seen from some drivers. Sorry about that. As he does there, he dives to the inside, but Austin McCurdy battles back. Josh taking a chance there. But no avail. He's going to have to fall back into 2nd and fight another lap because Austin McCurdy doing a really nice job holding off Josh Oswald right now. Running about 17-second laps right now. At least the top 5 is. 18-second laps from 6th on back. This driver's definitely ticking off laps very quickly and battling back here, and probably the reason they're running 18-second laps compared to the 17-second laps from our leaders. A lot of battling going on back here. This is for 8th. Tyler Rice, Chud Bassett. Tyler Rice on the outside in the 30. Chud Bassett on the inside in the 04 machine as Tyler wins that battle. Oh, some contact. Chud Bassett to Tyler Rice. Caution is out. We go back here. 30 maybe checks up more than Chud Bassett thought he would, because it's into him a little bit there. Maybe a little bit of check for some net code. I'd say they made some contact there. Chud Bassett contact to the left rear of Tyler Rice, sending that car around. Cody Boehm avoids it so he can get a lucky dog for the free pass. Now halfway through this one, this caution. Only 2 cautions through the first half of the race so far. Cody Boehm now 2 laps down, so he's going to need a couple more cautions to go his way. Wants to get back on the lead lap. Tyler Rice and Chud Bassett both down pit road. Nope, just Chud Bassett. William Griffith down pit road. Interesting to see what he's down there for. Maybe to fix some of that contact from the, or fix some of the damage from the contact earlier in the race. Does give up, leave the 6th position doing so. Joaquin Meza down pit road as well, it looks like. No, okay. Okay, never mind. It was showing him on the pit stop board, but I think he was maybe riding on the apron on pit entrance and then went back up on track. Austin McCurdy, your race leader, has led every lap so far, but looks to lead the second half of the race, because obviously the most important lap of the race to lead is that last one. So a great race for him so far, but needs to stick with it and continue to be consistent. Make sure real quick before we go green to tune in tomorrow night for the Super Late Model Series back here at Irwindale Speedway for the on the outer part of this track that we're on right now. As the green flag back out. Great jump for Austin McCurdy. Gets him back out to the lead. Josh Oswald second, Thomas Capuano third. Josh Oswald, a nice move to the outside, but not able to stay there. And Austin McCurdy going to hold on to that spot for now. Battling behind him. That's Sam Wetstein and Garrett Kinder once again battling for that 4th position. Garrett Kinder on the inside, just not able to get a good enough run on entry, and neither on exit, so still side by side for that 4th spot. Sam Wetstein with that outside should eventually come out with that spot, but a nice job by Garrett Kinder to battle back, and he'll fall right behind Sam Wetstein into 5th. Back to the front we go. Same story as we had before that caution, as Josh Oswald to the back bumper of Austin McCurdy, but just not able to make anything happen right now with 55 to go. Thomas Capuano right now in third. He's trying to put his name in the basket for the lead. Just a little bit behind our leaders right now. Again, I'll bring kind of a point I had before the race back up. More of a question is, are we going to see somebody lay back during the race and then at the end of the race kind of battle through the field and go up here and take the lead away on maybe a little bit better tires? We'll find out here probably soon. I mean, you have Thomas Capuano in third, Sam Wetstein fourth, Garrett Kinder fifth, who have all been kind of sitting back here, not battling too much. As speaking of battling, Josh Oswald to the inside. He's going to try to make it stick. There's almost a little bit of contact between the two. And per usual, we're just not seeing that inside able to get the run off, because you really need all of the track if you're running that inside so that you can come up to the wall and exit. And with that driver to your outside, you just cannot come up to the wall. They come around, they'll collect 50 laps to go here in the ORRL 125. Great race thus far, only 2 cautions. They're looking to keep it that way for the remaining 49 laps. No B main here tonight if you're joining us late. 14 drivers join the session. Right now we have 11 on the racetrack, 10 on the lead lap, with Tyler Rice being in that 10th position. So no B main for us tonight. Just qualifying, warm-up session, and then right to the race. Last season when we had a B main every single race, we talked about how the drivers in the B main could kind of get experience, that in-race experience that these drivers that qualified in the top 15 might not have. And well, with no B main, you don't have anybody with that experience. Well, everybody that grids up kind of learning along with each other. Josh Oswald continues to fill Austin McCurdy's mirror full of that 17 machine, but just not able to take the lead away from him. And he's running out of time. 45 laps to go, and laps will tick by very quickly. A nice run from Josh Oswald out of turn 4. Is that going to set him up for 1 and 2? We'll see. As he's going to try to slide up, but just not enough room. Austin McCurdy battles back on the outside, and that 40 machine going to keep the lead for now. Oswald gets a little loose. A great battle for the lead here on lap 83. As Josh Oswald is sticking on the inside better than anybody we've seen so far, but can he actually make the pass? Give him credit where credit's due. Nobody's been able to stay side by side on the inside for this long, but at least that we've seen on camera. Can Josh Oswald do maybe the impossible and make a pass on the inside like this without the other driver making a mistake? It's going to be hard, but anyone can do it. That 17 machine can. Man, they continue to battle. And I thought Austin McCurdy was going to be clear a lot quicker than this. So Josh to still be on his inside. Pretty impressive here. as finally Austin McCurdy wears out Josh Oswald on that outside and will keep that lead spot here on lap 87. Now 38 laps to go in this one. They, while battling side by side, have actually run away from third place. And now Sam Wetstein on the back bumper of Thomas Capuano. He wants that podium spot. As he is so close, that 98 machine is just, I mean, it's been a constant theme here tonight of being really tough to pass. And speaking of Josh Oswald, back to the inside, trying to make a pass for the lead. So desperately wants Austin McCurdy to slip up just a little bit so he can take that lead away. Because, man, if he can take the lead away now, he might be able to just lock it up here. As Josh Oswald gets loose on the exit of turn 4. Going to cost him a little bit of time and a little bit of tire. Going to have to battle back here and get to the back bumper once again of Austin McCurdy with 35 laps to go. Great race here tonight. Again, only 2 cautions up to this point, and we have had a great race for the lead for the last 50 laps or so. As Garrett Kinder has made his way around Sam Wetstein for 4th, and he's going to try to move up into the podium spot there in that 3rd position. Exactly see what happened. See if we can't see what happened here. Oh, Sam Wetstein gets loose, and that opens the door for Garrett Kinder. Just slide into that spot, and that's what we talk about. Just wait for that driver in front of you to make a mistake. You can take advantage of it without having to work too hard. As Thomas Capuano makes a mistake, and Garrett Kinder up to the 3rd spot. Great timing for me up in the booth. I mean, I just talked about how you wait for that driver to make a mistake to pounce on that position, and, well, Thomas Capuano slips up, and Garrett Kinder able to move up into 3rd. Does he have anything now for our top 2 as they continue to battle? If he has anything for him, this is his chance because they are side by side, and, well, we've seen them run away even being side by side, but this is Garrett Kinder's best chance here. Try to catch up to him and race for the lead as well and make it a 3-car battle. As Josh Oswald just still hounding on the back bumper of Austin McCurdy. He's been able to really get to that inside and stay on that inside a lot better than anyone else I've seen, but still, even with that, he has not been able to make the pass. We're down to 26 laps to go now for Josh Oswald and Austin McCurdy. Austin McCurdy has led every lap so far, trying to win this race in a dominant fashion as a car's around. Caution is out. That's William Griffith, and that has now tossed things upside down here at Irwindale, as it was a 2-car battle for the lead, and now we are going to group everyone back up. We're going to be restarting with probably around 20 laps to go or so, which at this racetrack is definitely a sprint. As William Griffith gets into the wall, spins around, and doesn't hit anything. Stops kind of on the entry to 3, and thankfully didn't try to get it around, get that car back straight too early, because those leaders were coming, and he was unfortunately going to hit him if he went back up on track. So nice move by him not to spin that car around too early to try to get it going. And we That tricks me every time. At first, I was like, why are they going down pit road? Well, they were just running down low, and, well, when they run kind of low on that apron right before pit entry, it shows them on that pit stop graph on the bottom. So, graphic, sorry. So, William Griffith, the only driver to pit as of now. We'll see if anybody joins it. Nope, just William Griffith down pit road. Probably getting a new car. $23, going to be 22 when they cross the line. Laps to go here in the ORRL 125 here in the Wednesday Tour Modified Series. Continue to roll single file. At least a couple more laps here under yellow. All right, so they cross with 21 to go, and we're going to line back up 2 by 2. Lights off on the pace car, so we are going to go back racing with 20 laps to go here tonight. Austin McCurdy, your race leader, led every lap so far. Josh Oswald, the outside of the front row, been battling that 40 car for the last, 60, 70 laps. So this is going to be an interesting one. The green flag back out. A great jump for that 40 machine. Has him back out. Clear for the lead. Josh Oswald second. Garrett Kinder fighting Thomas Capuano for third. Thomas Capuano wins that battle, at least for now. Once again, a battle for the lead. 19 laps to go. Austin McCurdy, Josh Oswald. Is anybody going to join him in this battle for the lead, or is it just going to remain between these two? So far, it looks like it's going to be between these two drivers, but Thomas Capuano, you never know, could sneak up here while they're battling. I would hope if he does, we don't see 3 wide, because you don't want to go 3 wide at this racetrack. Single filed out now throughout the field, but it's not going to be for long. You know Josh Oswald going to do everything he can to try to get up into that lead spot. Again, doesn't matter how many laps you lead, you just need to lead that last one. So Oswald won't care if he only leads 1 lap. He just wants to win this race. Oswald leading the points right now with 2 wins on the season. Trying to make it 3. As he won last week at Lanier National Speedway. So not only trying to make it 3 on the season, but 2 in a row. He slides up in front of Austin McCurdy. Austin going to fight back on the inside. Side by side for the lead, 13 to go. If Josh Oswald can get clear, that might be the move for the win, but they are still side by side as they cross the start-finish line into turn 1. What a move from that 17 machine. Clear for the lead. Josh Oswald to the point. What a move to just dive down to the inside and come up in front of Austin McCurdy for the lead now with 10 laps to go, 11 laps to go, 10 laps to go this time by. Now Josh Oswald, the only thing he wants to see is green flag laps, no cautions, because that we get a caution that reignites this battle for the lead as Austin McCurdy not falling back too much, so this race definitely not over. Josh Oswald definitely needs to be on top of his game for the next 9 laps because while I thought that he would kind of run away with it with how fast he looked behind Austin McCurdy once he took the lead, he has not ran away as much as I thought he would. So Austin McCurdy still keeping Josh Oswald honest here. As I think they're wrecking behind him. They are. Charlie Gates, Sam Wetstein around, along with Tyler Rice. We are going to get a late race restart. One thing Josh Oswald did not want to see. Or maybe he did. Maybe, you know, a restart with 2 laps to go, which we're probably going to get. Makes it harder for Austin McCurdy to come up there and take the lead with such little time. I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see what his thoughts are after the race if we get to interview him, of course. As this started with Thomas, well, Thomas Capuano gets in the wall, but it doesn't have to do with him. As the 55 of Charlie Gates comes up and sideswipes Sam Wetstein. And Tyler Rice involved with it as well. So with that wreck and that caution, going to have a green-white checkered, it looks like, here tonight with Josh Oswald in the lead. Austin McCurdy behind him in second. Thomas Capuano third. Garrett Kinder fourth. Philip Manzo fifth. Joaquin Meza sixth. Sam Wetstein seventh. Tyler Rice eighth. Charlie Gates, well, now William Griffith ninth. Charlie Gates 10th. Cody Bame 11th. Judd Bassett 12th. Mike Uribe 13th. That rounds out the field. So Austin McCurdy in second right now. Going to be labeled or going to have the label of leading the most laps in this race. But you know he doesn't care about that. He wants the race win. To do it, he's going to have to execute a green-white checkered in second. I think this is Austin's first race with us, unless I just have a terrible memory, which I definitely do, so. But yeah, I'm checking. It doesn't look like he's raced with us before, so whether he wins or not, he's had a great race so far. Really left a great impression on the league here tonight. No, like I said, he doesn't want to just leave a great impression. He wants to win his first race. If he's able to do so, Josh Oswald, your race leader. That pace car's off. The green flag is out. We're going to see a crossover move from the 40 as they cross the start-finish line. A great jump from the 40. He's going to swipe up in front of Josh Oswald. Another crossover move into the wall is Austin McCurdy. They're going to stack up behind him. Did we stay green to collect the white flag as Josh Oswald back into the lead after that crossover move? The white flag is out. Austin McCurdy now just going to try to hold on a second over Garrett Kinder. They go down the backstretch for the final time. Josh Oswald to make it 2 in a row and 3 wins on the season as he comes out of 4 Josh Oswald wins at Irwindale Speedway for the ORRL 125. As Austin McCurdy comes home second, Garrett Kinder. Oh, wait, no, it's showing Garrett Kinder second, Austin McCurdy third. We're going to have to... That is the final scoring. Showing Austin McCurdy third, but I'm not sure. Let's go check out that battle at the end of the race to see who won that battle across the start-finish line. Oh, yeah, definitely. Austin McCurdy definitely won that battle for second as they crossed the start-finish line. Oh, well. This is stuck on my screen right now, which is not cool. We're just going to have to close STK Gaming so that we can actually get a view of Josh Oswald here. Oh, that was really odd. Did burnouts. We're going to try to go. We're going to give Josh Oswald his burnouts because unfortunately there was a glitch with STK Gaming, so we couldn't get back and see him. So we're going to give him his time on screen for those burnouts before we go ahead and interview him. As they celebratory beating and banging after the race. Josh Oswald collects his third win of the season. Now we're going to go ahead and pull him in here. Hey, Josh, Zach in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you. How you doing tonight?
Well, not as good as you, obviously. I mean, you go up there late and take that lead away. First of all, great win, impressive move there near the end of the race to take the lead away. Take us through how you were able to execute it.
It was I was a little faster than Austin, but I mean that was the cleanest, hardest battle I've ever had for the lead. My hat's off to him. He ran a great race. I knew I was a little faster, but the track being so highline dominant, I knew if I decided to take a shot at getting a really good run off the corner and trying the dive bomb and the slide job, and it paid off. We were able to get that top line and start to drive away. It was an interesting green white checker. That was, had me on my toes there. He dove it in real hard, and I was able to cut left before we hit each other. Thankfully.
Oh, trust me, it had me on my toes as well. So it was fun to watch. And yeah, it was definitely, that high line was definitely priority for every driver here tonight to get to. We saw you really more than anybody be able to, you weren't able to make the pass, but you were able to stay on his inside consistently lap after lap. Can you take us through how you were able to do so? Because it didn't look like it was very easy to do.
No, I mean, I was really having to use a lot of throttle control to keep it down there, yet keep it fast. And a lot of times it was right on the ragged edge. The rear was wanting to kick out, and I could only do it for so long, for so many laps, before I had to take a break and run back behind him again, let the tires somewhat cool off, because it really started to burn him up when I was diving underneath him.
Well, man, it was a fantastic race, a great move, and then a great green-white checkered. Congrats tonight. You got any shout-outs you want to throw out there?
Absolutely. I'd like to thank Magic Mike Motorsports, Mesa Motorsports, Hitman Manzo Motorsports for sponsoring the series and keeping everything alive. All the guys at Thunderstruck that helped me run this. You up in the booth, friends, family that are watching the race, cheering me on every week. I appreciate it. This race was a lot of fun tonight. Now I expected more cautions tonight. I'm glad, I had enough fuel in the car.
Well, I'm glad you did. Great race, and look forward to talking to you in the future.
Absolutely, man.
All right. That was your race winner, and talked a little bit about our second place finisher, or Austin McCurdy. Austin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you.
Well, man, I know that you led the most laps, and I know that you wanted to kind of finish it with a victory, obviously. But I believe that was your first race with us, and for you to lead that many laps and kind of put your name out there as, hey, I'm going to be a competitor. First of all, it was a great race. Congrats on a great race, and take us through kind of your mindset through that first half of the race where you were able to have about a 2.5 second gap over second place, where you just trying to take it easy with knowing that you didn't have any extra tire sets.
Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to ride. I mean, we when we first hopped in this session, it was like 112 out. So, and we didn't have no tires, so I was just trying to build a gap early and just circle, and just ride and save tires. But we had that caution early, and that kind of grouped us up. But and then I think Josh is his name. He came up there, and we had a good race. But yeah, I mean, it was just a good, clean, fun race. Just ripping the lip.
Oh, absolutely. It was fun watching you guys side by side for how long you were. I mean, it's not easy to race clean for that long when you're side by side at a track like this. So that was great racing. Man, take us through that last restart. Obviously, it was wild, and I was interested to see if that would stick. You dove just maybe a little bit too hard to the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, you got to go for it. But I had my car chief, Thomas Capuano. I think he finished third or fourth. He was in my ear the whole time, just saying we got to get on it. So, and I knew that he was doing the same thing that I was coming off of two, getting that little pop right past the center. So, I mean, you had to go for it. I mean, because we were so close, and when he got by me, it's just because I made that one slip up. I missed the groove by a foot maybe, and he slipped up and got by, or I slipped up and he got by me. But no, I mean you got to go for it.
Oh, absolutely. I don't blame you at all for that move. That was a great move. It just didn't work out, but still, you were able to bring home second, and so it was a great race for you. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Yes, sir. CTR. Shout out all the boys back in Crowtown. Fenceline Films, LFR, TFR, Rob Fuller, everything they do for me.
All right. Well, fantastic race. Look forward to talking to you in the future.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. That was your second place finisher here tonight, Austin McCurdy. We move on to our third place finisher, Garrett Kinder. Garrett, you got a copy?
Go ahead.
Well, man, we kept an eye on you throughout the race. You started, I believe, in seventh position, and you were kind of stuck early on in the race back there in the middle of the pack. And with how tough it was to pass, I could understand why. Take us through how your race went.
Hot slick track. It was pretty fun. Overall, I set my car up just a little bit looser, I think, than some of the guys did, which it benefited me in the middle run there, and then kind of started costing me quite a bit at the end. I'd smoked my right rear off pretty well, but that's about par for the course for me. Seems like smoking right rears is pretty much what I do anymore. But man, it was fun. A lot of tight racing. I was racing around your dad quite a bit there for a while, and man, it was an absolute blast. Loved every second of it.
Oh, it looked like it. You definitely had a lot of great battling going on, and battling for that third spot with Thomas Capuano. It seemed like and I say every caution, but we only had a few. But when you guys were third and fourth, you guys seemed to swap third and fourth each time. Take us through how that battle went there late, because we were trying to keep an eye both on the lead and you guys, and so we missed a little bit.
Well, just like you said, every one of those restarts, except for the very last one, thank goodness, I had to restart on the inside line, and I could hang with the outside guy for about 3 laps. I could at least make it where he wasn't clear, but I wasn't clear up either. So I really had to keep an eye on the guy behind him, and there was a couple times where I just had to check up and fall in line, or I was going to lose a lot more than just one spot. So, man, battling with him, it was a great, great battle the whole race. I mean, as soon as I got to his bumper, we kind of just started doing the dance and duking it out a little bit, and it was a good time. He's a heck of a driver.
Yeah, I mean, every one of you put on a great show tonight to only have, 4 cautions. So great race tonight. Great job getting up to, third after starting this one in, I believe, what was it, 7th or 8th. So a great run for you. You got any shout outs you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I want to, of course, thank Kinder Farm and Ranch. Love having those guys on board with me, man. It's a blast having family that supports you in this kind of thing, and having them on board the cars. It's something pretty special for me. So big shout out to them. Of course, our family watching back home. They sent me some videos earlier, but I didn't get a chance to watch them. I'm pretty sure I saw my niece in them though. So Colby, hi. I know Kane, you're probably watching too. Ashley, Cody, love all y'all. Of course, I want to thank y'all up in the booth. Thank Magic Mike and Hitman Manzo and Joaquin Meza for putting on the sponsorships for the series, and Oswald for running the series. It's, man, I wouldn't be a good short track race if it wasn't for these guys. So got to give a big shout out to them and just the league as a whole, man.
Well, man, great run tonight. Looking forward to talking to you in the future.
Or but have a good one.
All right, Garrett Kinder, your third place finisher here tonight, rounding up the interviews. As we go ahead and start to wrap things up, we'll give you your race results. Great race tonight as Josh Oswald wraps up the victory, third one of the season. Well, if I refresh my screen here, 19-point lead coming into tonight with 2 victories. And with the third victory, opens up that points lead to 26 points over Joaquin Meza, as Joaquin finishes a nice 6th place tonight to keep himself 6th in points. Philip Manzo currently sits 3rd in points, is about 27 points out from our leader, Josh Oswald. He had a 5th place finish here tonight, so a great run for him as well. Leaves him only 1 point shy of 2nd. So Josh Oswald, Austin McCurdy, Garrett Kinder, Thomas Capuano, and Philip Manzo, your top 5. Joaquin Meza 6th, Sam Wetstein 7th, William Griffith 8th, Tyler Rice 9th, and Charlie Gates rounds out your top 10. Cody Bame, a tough race for him tonight, finishes 11th. Chad Bassett 12th, Mike Uribe 13th, Frank Barbary never gridded up 14th, and that is your final results from tonight's race. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night where we stay here at Irwindale Speedway, but we head to Super Late Model Series. Should be a good one, 125 laps here, just as we did tonight, and it should be a good one. You're going to see some of the same drivers that you saw tonight tomorrow night. So thank you for tuning in tonight. As always, shout out to Josh Oswald, Joaquin Meza, who going to run the series, Meza Motorsports, Hitman Motorsports, Magic Mike Motorsports, all sponsoring the series. Shout out to all of them. Yeah, so make sure to tune in tomorrow night. But for tonight here from Irwindale Speedway, Rebels Racing Network, my name is Zach Wetstein. Have a good night.